So welcome to the call, Armand.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be here today.
Great. So I'm going to be interviewing Armand, my very special guest. He's an internet giant and creator of eBookgenerator, along with several other great pieces of software that I know he's going to mention today. He's one of the most well-known internet marketers in the world today. His personal online business alone has generated over $25 million in online revenue. Armand has taught tens of thousands of people his amazingly unique and proprietary internet business building principles and strategies, which work without fail for every single business who has implemented them. Every year, Armand appears at live business trainings and seminars all over the world, and then, of course, there's the big seminar, which I'm a huge fan of, and we're very lucky to have him here today with us. So, Armand, what are we going to talk about today?
We are going to talk about ebooks, but in particularly, we're going to talk about EXE-type ebooks.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are certainly familiar with PDF ebooks, but a lot of people aren't so familiar with EXE ebooks. If you learn how to use an EXE ebook properly, you will have a huge advantage over everyone in your marketplace. Because one of the things I want everyone to write down right now, and that is one word, and that is interaction. Interaction is the key, and especially for this year and the next coming years, and let me explain why. The big buzzword out in the marketplace right now is Web 2.0, and many people don't understand what Web 2.0 is, but to make it very simple, we're talking about more interaction with the end consumer. Previously, when we've sold a product or service to somebody, it's usually been only a one-way conversation, meaning that we give them our product and they either listen to it, they read it, and that's it.
Right.
Well, now I want you to think about interacting with your customers, because what we want to do is we want to leverage the relationship that we've established through something as simple as an ebook, meaning that the conversation can go to both ways. Number one, we can get information from them, and based upon the information that they give us, we can give information back to them. And we can do a number of different things. And we're going to focus on, number one, customizing the experience for the end user today. The second thing we're going to talk about is actually getting a hold of the end user. Number three, tracking the end user's progress as they go through our product. Now, this is something that is almost impossible. I shouldn't say almost. It is impossible with any other method, that we can track their progress, how far they've read, what they've read, and how we can help that progress along, and also how we can make that even better for our customers. Again, the content is the hardest part, quite honestly, because the content itself is what they're really buying. So we need a couple different things. First of all, we need content. Number two, we need a way in order to take that content and package it. First of all, we have different ways to sell our information, but I want to explain to you these three important differences here. There's, first of all, a physical book. That is what many authors go through. Society has told us that a physical book usually sells for 15 to maybe, if it's a big book, maybe if it's a thick book, that you might go as high as maybe $20. That'd be about it. So say $15 to $20 or so. And that's a physical book. Number two, we have an ebook. Now, an ebook, same exact content, although our starting price is now at $27, can go as high as $97 without an issue, because it's digital, it's immediate, and we can create more interaction. And the third step is after the ebook, what I call beyond the ebook. Beyond the ebook is a physical product. Basically, we could take the exact same information, print it out, put it in a 3-ring binder, and then read it, record it, and then we have a home study course out of the same information. It goes 3 different and unique ways to present our information to the end audience, except our price points are dramatically different. Again, $15 to $20 for a physical book, $27 to $97 for an ebook, and then on the physical product, we're talking about anywhere between $197 to as much as, let's say, $500, depending on that information. So now, let's talk about the ebook, because the ebook is something that can be easily done using our existing content. Now, here's what I want to explain to you. There's 2 types of ebooks, first of all. There's a PDF, and then there is an EXE. Now, when I say EXE, I really mean those three letters, E-X-E. And what that stands for is an executable file that sits on your computer. Think of it like a piece of software. A person would go to a website, they would download it, just like you would download a software from a website. They would have it sit on their desktop, they would double-click it, and it would basically open up in its own browser, okay, just like a website would, because that is really what we're doing. You see, and so an EXE ebook is primarily just an HTML compiler. What it does is it takes a set of HTML pages and creates its own wrapper for it, so it sits on the desktop so we don't have to depend upon it being on the Internet. Some of the advantages of an EXE type ebook. Number one, we can collect names and email addresses right inside the actual ebook. Number two, we can talk to them. How can we talk to them? Simply putting audio inside of our ebook. We can talk to them at any point in time. We can put an audio button. We can put an audio file inside of our ebook. Number three, we can put video inside of our ebook. We don't have to depend upon the Internet. We don't have to depend upon anything else. Number four, we can put interactivity, meaning we can put quizzes. We can question them at any point in time. So chapter 1. And we don't want them to progress until they see chapter 2. What would we do? We would put in a quiz. And if they passed the quiz, then they would go on to chapter 2. We can customize the whole product, meaning that we can take the book, take the information, ask the person for their name, and then actually customize the whole book instantly with their name embedded throughout. We can actually take the book itself and make it viral, meaning that we can have give the person the book, and let's say it's the teaser of the book. Maybe it's 1, 2, 3 chapters. What we can do is wrap the book up, and then when I say wrap the book up, basically just give them 3 chapters, and then put in an affiliate link where a person can embed their affiliate link or modify that very easily with a secondary piece of software that's called a brander. If we focus on the word interactivity, it's just going to make a lot more sense for what it is that we're doing, because that's going to be the big separation between you and every other person inside of your marketplace. Most people out there in the marketplace today have kind of neglected the EXE type of ebook. Now, why is that? Because someone along the way told them that a PDF ebook is better. No one wants to download an executable file. Well, if that was true, why would software be one of the most popular things that the Internet has being sold on it right now? The reason is because there's certain applications for PDF ebook. A PDF ebook's faster to create. There's no doubt. No doubt. I'm going to tell you right now that it is faster to put out to the marketplace. It is faster to get done because you can write it in Word. You can basically hit File, Print, and create the file. You're done. Now, what happens though, once it's out there, we can't change it. We can never change it. We can't touch it again. An EXE ebook, we don't. The reason is because we can keep it updated on the fly.
I think this is just a great deal from Armand. I think if you're getting started, you want to do ebooks, you don't want to spend a lot of money. I know a lot of people are price conscious. This is what you need to get started.